This afternoon, Giants have taken the first two. That game starts 3:45 Eastern time. An early start out west. Tyler Glasnow against Logan Webb. Again, look at that, 16-8. Dodgers looking terrific, but the Giants looking for a sweep against their hated rival. Front office insights are presented by Sage. San Francisco Giants general manager Zack Minasian joins us now. Zack, it's Brian Kenny. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Brian. Thanks for having me.
I don't know if I say hated rival or ancient rival or what it is, but beating that club, they're quite good in the first two. How does that feel?
Yeah, it's good. We need to start winning games. We're playing much better, playing closer to our expectations, and obviously we have a lot of respect across the dugout for the Dodgers and what they've done to start the year, what they've done the last couple of seasons. So hopefully it's a confidence builder for our group, and we can build off of that.
You guys have made a lot of news. Tony Vitello, you got him straight out of college in Tennessee as a college coach. He's a major league manager, has not been done. Tell us about the transition. How has that worked?
Yeah, he's been great. I think he's brought the same type of energy that we saw when he was at Tennessee. He's very authentic. He is very energetic. I think there's a compassionate side to him that probably I didn't see when he was at Tennessee, and how much he cares for each and every player, staff member. So it's been great. I think he's enjoyed it. I think he's enjoyed being a part of this organization, and couldn't be happier to have him. Did
you have any discussions with him, just even regarding the transition to Major League Baseball, which everybody talks about, you've been involved with your whole life, that, man, it's every day, it's 6 months. The volume is very different. Did you have those discussions?
Yeah, just a little bit. I mean, we're fortunate to have people around like Dusty Baker, Bruce Bochy, Dave Righetti was a part of spring training for a huge part of it, Ron Wotus. These are people who have experienced the dugout day in and day out. So there's people around this organization more knowledgeable than I am when it comes to being in that chair. And I think Tony's leaned on them from time to time. And he's been great. He's made the transition. I think it's been pretty smooth for him.
He did a tactical thing that I love, by the way, Zach. He brought in Ryan Walker in the sixth, and he just had that sense of, hey, we're taking out our starter. It was Robbie Ray. He's pitching well. And I don't want to have a let-up. I want to bring in my best guy. There's a lot to be said for that. Are there different tactics that he can bring from the college game that haven't been the norm in the major leagues?
Yeah, possibly. I think the way the college game handles their bullpen is just so much differently. You've got a weekend series and then one weekday game, so it's a little different. But I think Tony has adjusted really to the personnel, and our bullpen's done a great job. He's talked to them about really not defining roles at this point in the season. I think he'd like to get to that. And a lot of our bullpen guys have responded very well. So it's been great to see, but I think Tony's very open to being creative and doing what he can to get a win on the board.
Okay, Rafael Devers, two nice defensive plays last night. At first, he made a lot of news, obviously, with the Red Sox at third base and then first base. What has it been like, your relationship with Devers and having him play first base for you?
Oh, the relationship's been great. Rafael has a smile on his face, and we have a really nice rapport, and I think he's well respected by his teammates. As far as him making this transition to first base, there's still more to come. I really believe that. He's working hard at it. Credit to him, a credit to Ron Washington, Hector Borg, two people that are working with him every day. I think something that we saw yesterday, even more so than what we've seen early in the season, is just how aggressive he was defensively, just attacking the baseball. There was even a play where Luis Arraez fielded a ball that Rafi went after, and Tyler Mahle had plenty of time to get over to first. So it's nice seeing him aggressive, and you can feel his confidence growing day in and day out.
All right, it's Wash. All right, that explains it. I'm saying he made some plays at first base where I'm like, look at the footwork. I guess it shouldn't surprise me. Again, he wasn't a great defensive third baseman, but he was a third baseman. His footwork, everything looks pretty sound.
Yeah, natural third baseman, and for being a big guy, I think he's pretty nimble on his feet. I think we even got some sprint speeds in the 28 and a half range this year. So this isn't someone who can't move. This isn't someone who has bad hands. He has arm strength. He's willing to throw to different bases, and we, like I said, we think there's more to come, and he's going to be a really solid first baseman.
Patrick Bailey won it for you last night with a big home run. What is your philosophy on how much offense you need at catcher? He's not an offensive catcher. Despite that, he looked great doing that. But he's a great defensive catcher. What is your philosophy on how much offense you need behind the plate?
Yeah, I mean, we'll look at it mathematically, analyze it. How many runs is this player bringing to the table? offensive, defensively, and then just compare it to the position. it's obviously it's difficult to have a position in the lineup where you're not getting any offensive contribution, and we believe Pat's going to swing the bat, that he's capable of swinging the bat better than what he has so far, and I think he's shown that in spurts. Big moment yesterday, and he comes up huge for us. So, but yeah, I mean his defensive game has been well discussed. He's as good of a defender as there is. I would argue that he should win the Platinum Glove year in and year out. So our pitchers love throwing to him. It's a huge asset to have, and I wouldn't say any offense we get as a bonus. Obviously, we need some, and we think that's coming.
What did you see in Luis Arise? His defense looks better this year. Again, he's been a second baseman. He went to first. You signed him to a one-year deal. He's +3 in the two major defensive metrics already this year. What is happening to him defensively, Zach?
Well, he came in very light on his feet. A lot of energy on the field, a lot of energy in our clubhouse. I have a theory. Some players that can hit the way he hits, their hands work really well, and it translates to the defensive side as well. So, I think coming into this, the range was the thing that we discussed, and how would Luis be able to get the most out of his range. And I think he's put in a lot of work creating good angles, not only get to the ball, but put himself in a position to throw. So he's been great. One thing that's really stood out for me with Luis is just how bad he wants it. Great teammate. He's become a leader very quickly, and he's gotten off to a nice start here for us.
All right. Any moves with your brother? Is this possible? Again, the first ever, if people miss it, your brother is the GM for the Angels. It's never happened before. In the history of baseball, even 1870, it wasn't happening. Do you ever discuss anything with him? You're looking at his roster, he's looking at your roster, anything?
Yeah, we have a lot of discussions. Usually with him, it doesn't go anywhere. So our discussions tend to go back to our family. Yeah. But yeah, we'll get at each other a little bit here or there, and I'd say he's winning the race to offering bad trades. So we'll see. You never say never.
I could see the conversation. It's like, come on, man, I'm your brother. Don't insult me. Come on, you got to give him better than that. But you haven't done it yet.
I think I get it worse than most, but I played enough Madden football with him. I know his game plan.
Okay. Zach, great having you on the show. Again, good luck today against the Dodgers, and thanks for joining us today. Great talking with you.
Thanks, Brian. Thanks for having me.
All right, thank you. Zack Minasian there. That's funny.